Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for January 2, 2024, mother holding out hope, mentally ill son missing for 8 days will return. The disappearance of 19-year-old Chrismar Josephs from his Stony Hill St. Andrew community without a trace last week Monday on Christmas Day has left his mother in anguish, not knowing what has become of her child. It has now been 8 days since Estelita Cunningham last saw her son around 11:30 p.m. on Christmas Day at a shop in the small Lacey district in Cavaliers, Stony Hill. What is even more worrying for the mother is that CJ suffers from the mental illness schizophrenia. I was up there the night when he walked away from the shop, but because I know he loves parties and one was keeping up the road, I said that is probably where he's going. I never knew I wouldn't see him after that night up to this day. I didn't see him come home that night. I asked everybody if they saw him. I checked at the party. Nobody saw him, the distraught mother told the news on Monday. Cunningham says that due to his condition, CJ has wandered off before and will be gone for 2 to 3 days at a time, but never for this long. She said that ending 2023 with her son missing and entering the new year still with no sign of him has been horrid for her. I don't feel good. It's not a good year for me, she said as her voice broke. Me no know where him dey. Him never go away so long. The year didn't end good for me and the new year didn't start good for me. Yes, I am alive and I have some of my children with me, but I don't know what happened to CJ. I just don't know. The distressed 42-year-old mother of 7 is holding out hope that her son will return home in time to celebrate his 20th birthday on January 5. I am just hoping and praying for the best, she said, though noting she is fearful as to what could have happened to him. Where him could have gone, he was doing all right because I tried to ensure he's on his medication, she said, noting that CJ was medicated at the time of his disappearance. Cunningham, who is a caregiver, said her son has not had the easiest life growing up, having lost the sight in his left eye when he was 6 years old after a little boy caused the needle to enter his eye and caused the damage. CJ also lost his father when he was 9, then he dropped out of school when he was 14 years old, which his mother claims was due to a misunderstanding. He was attending Oberlin High School at the time. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia when he was 15 years old. Cunningham said that around the time CJ was diagnosed, she knew something was wrong as him just start move different. She said she took him to the University Hospital of the West Indies where his illness was identified. She said he has also been admitted at Bellevue Hospital from time to time, noting that he has been on and off in his behavior. She, however, believes that before her son went missing, he was coping, only recalling 2 incidents when he reacted violently towards her in the initial stages of his illness. She had reprimanded him and he had attempted to hit her. At another time, he succeeded in hitting her in the eye. But Cunningham insists that her son is not usually violent in nature and that he doesn't try to hurt anyone in his community. CJ, who is unemployed, would often spend his days at home or walking up the road to the district and then returning home. Sometimes he would go further and end up in Halfway Tree. His mother says, however, that she would often caution him about venturing too far away from home. People would normally see him roaming and report the sightings to his mother, but on the day he went missing, nobody spotted him after that fateful night. Cunningham says she reported him missing to the police on Thursday, who told her that she has to play her part too in finding him. I guess my part is to drive around and look, but I don't know where to start from. I'm just wondering which direction he could have turned, which part him go, she said with bewilderment, noting that family members and friends have gone out to Halfway Tree and downtown Kingston looking for him, but they came up empty-handed. I'm planning to see if I can go today, but I don't know where to go, and then me alone can't look for him. I don't know which direction to turn. That's why I would like this story to be put out there. So if anybody sees him, they can inform us or the police, she said. Cunningham, who has children ranging from ages 3 to 23 years old, said CJ's siblings are concerned about him, with his 6-year-old brother surmising that them kidnapped CJ. The mother and the other family members are pleading with the public to contact 876-217-8671 or the nearest police station if they have any information about CJ's whereabouts. NSWA may to get a garbage collection boost with 50 incoming trucks. Executive Director of the National Solid Waste Management Authority, Audley Gordon, is promising that Jamaica's garbage collection program should improve this year, with 50 new trucks scheduled to arrive in the next few months. Mr. Gordon says the new trucks will also improve the country's bulky waste collection program.
They are ordered now, and the supplier has assured us that they'll be working tirelessly to ensure that we can get the trucks within the contract period. So I'm saying that somewhere by about late April, May, we should be in good stead with the additional 50 trucks. And these 50 trucks will be, is not the regular 50 garbage trucks. You will have the regular compactors, but you will also have the smaller compactors that can navigate some of the terrains that we currently can't with the very big trucks. We will have tipper trucks to help us to push our plastic separation initiative and do more bulky waste collections. So the offering is kind of diversified this time around as we look to have 2024 a more diverse offering to the public for 2024. Well, we can't say enough about people containerizing their garbage properly and also to desist from the illicit dumping. We have seen too much mini dumps popping up all over the place. Sometimes it is even people doing construction or refurbishing of properties, and they contract a trucker, and the trucker will just carry the refuse and dump it to about any open lot that they found convenient and they will dump, and that cannot be acceptable. We must do better, and I'm hoping that in 2024 we'll see far less illicit dumping and that we will see much more containerization of garbage.
JTA wants school boards to take decisive action against unruly students. The Jamaica Teachers Association says in 2024 it will be pressing for school boards to take a speedy and decisive action against unruly students who continually exhibit behavioral issues. The island's teachers and the school administrators have been lobbying the Ministry of Education to implement tougher measures to deal with violent students, such as placing them in specialized institutions. But speaking with the news, JTA President Leighton Johnson argued that school boards also have a role to play to ensure safety and security in schools, especially those with a higher propensity of violence by students.
We also call for greater interventions for schools that have a higher propensity to violence by students. There has to be sustained levels of interministerial interventions in these schools. We also continue to maintain that boards of management must act decisively in ensuring that the stakeholders of the various institutions are confident that teaching and learning will take place in environments that are conducive and safe for these activities to take place. These social workers will assist in addressing some of the issues that our students present with. These social workers will also be in a position to assist or complement the guidance programs and the guidance counselors in many regards, doing the home visits, doing community interventions. These are things that are really needed, and these interventions will assist schools in ensuring that they can operate in a safe space.
UTech students are concerned about delayed grades. Some students at the University of Technology in St. Andrew are said to be on the edge as some grades are reportedly delayed ahead of the new semester in January. In responding to concerns about the development, the UTech Students' Union, in a statement on Saturday, advised that academic staff is currently in the midst of an industrial action. This industrial action may result in various delays, including delay in the receiving of grades, it added. The industrial action reportedly stems from the failure of the Finance and the Public Service Ministry to present a compensation review proposal to the University of Technology Administrative Staff Association members. The news has since been informed that educators represented by UTASA have been instructed to pause all grade entries until the association receives the compensation review proposal for review and consideration. Mark all assessments and have your grades ready for input once called upon, read a communique to some educators from UTASA President Calvary Allen dated December 21, 2023, which was seen by the news. Meanwhile, the UTEC Students' Union Council said it is aware of the situation concerning the reported industrial action and it has made contact with the necessary personnel. It said this was done to facilitate discussions aimed toward minimizing the negative effects as much as possible. Once we become privy to additional details, further updates will be provided, the union assured the students. Some students, however, are against the impact of the developments and have expressed the concerns about the delays in seeing their grades. Wanna fi do better, man. We need to see we grades to know the next step we need to take. Kiss me teeth, a student wrote on Instagram. I don't know, but I feel like we the students should be compensated for this delay in grades with a lower tuition, etc. for the upcoming semester, another student proposed. Another student said he completely agreed with that suggestion. UTEC chose to treat we anyhow like a free we go to school for, and no form of compensation, he wrote. On Facebook, the complaints from persons purportedly attending UTEC were the same. I understand the educators have peer issues, but find another route to vent. We need our grades, shared a woman. Added another, come UTEC, do better, don't do this to us, please.